Hey y'all. So in today's video, I would like to show you how to make 2 inexpensive holders using only Dollar Tree items for your gifts for Christmas. Let's go and get into it.
A journey through time.
Hey y'all, hey. Welcome to Journey Through Time. I am your girl Wendy. If you're oldie but goodie, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. So listen, the holidays is coming up. And we're trying to shop smart, okay? And not make things too complicated and hard, but yet affordable for our pockets to make some type of income out of, right? And turn it around. Well, I have 2, gift container ideas in mind for the upcoming season, of course, Christmas, that you could utilize, and all the items come from Dollar Tree. Every last one of them, okay? This is going to be part 1, and part 2 of the video is I'm going to show you how to take the simple, inexpensive, foundations that we made and turn them into something a little more expensive. Okay. So let's go and start with this first video and go and get into it. You're going to need 6 of these. All right. This is what they look like in Dollar Tree. You need 6 of them. Crafters square is what they call wooden hanging decor. All right, $125. You need 6. Okay. Everybody know what these are, right? $125, of course. You need 4 of these. Okay. Y'all see these boxes in there all the time? You're going to need 4 of these. All right. You're going to need 1 of these. It's in a circle. I kind of took mine apart. All right. And then you're going to need some zip ties. All this stuff, Dollar Tree. Okay. If you want to paint it, then you're going to need some paint brushes, Dollar Tree. And you're going to need some paint from Dollar Tree. And glue sticks. You can get those from Dollar Tree. All right. Let's move this on over here for a minute. So let's get one of these bad boys right here. And I'm going to cut the string off, because we don't need that. So we're going to take these little tops off. We don't need these for this project, so save them for another project because they can be used. All right, so I'm taking them off of all of them. Okay. Then I'm taking the paper off of that real quick. And mine feel like it has some foam in them because they're a little gritty on the inside. All right, so once you got all 4 of your stickers off, I'm going to get started. Now, if you want to paint these, you can paint these first, or you could put it together and then paint it last. It's really up to you and your preference, all right? So, what I'm going to do is I want it to be bumped up to the front, like this here, so y'all can see. Bump it up to the front right here. We're going to take the other one and it's going to go on this side just like this. So what you want to do really is glue these two together first. Okay? So let's do that first. So nobody gets confused with what I'm talking about. See if the glue gun gonna cooperate for me today or not. It might and it might not. Just depends on how it is. My gun been through a lot. I just put it like that. I was gonna say something else, but it's been through a lot. And I have others and I use them, but they just don't do the same as this one does. And just glue it together nicely. You could also use the E6000 if you want to, but honestly, this would be enough if you choose not to use that. That would be just fine. So go ahead on and do the same thing to your other block. Now, if you don't want it where it's open on both sides, you don't have to. You can do it like this here. So it's just open on one side. But I want to keep it open on both sides because you never know what a person might want to use this for. And as I'm looking at this one looks sized up a little bit bigger than one. Not going to be a problem, but it's slightly off a little bit. And that's only because we are humans. Okay, so what I think we should do next is find the bottom of your board right here and get you some wire cutters and cut these apart. One of them fell. Cut these apart and pull you some of these little balls off, okay? So we're going to use the balls as like little legs on the bottom of this. Instead of going to go buy the Hobby Lobby ones, we're going to use these here. We'll have plenty of them. All we need for $125. Put a little bit of glue on the bottom. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start from right here in the middle. I'm going to stick one right here. Some glue on the next one. I'm going to stick it right here. They might not be as straight as I want them, but they will work. Okay. Now I'm going to put a total of 6 on here. I'll put this other one right here in this corner. Like so. Kind of trying to move it to the edge because I kind of want the ball to be seen a little bit. But not too close to the edge. If that makes any sense. Okay. One more. So once you got your balls on, wheels or bottoms or whatever you want to call it, it should look like this. Okay. Now I can flip it over. and press down. Okay. So now that we've done that, we're going to take our little blocks and they're going to go at the end of each one of these, just like this. You're going to nicely glue them down on each side. Okay. Feel like I'm not in angle enough for y'all to see. There we go. Got it too close to me. Sorry about that. Okay. So grab another good stick real quick. Glue the bottom. Really good. Very, very heavy. Okay. Once it's glued nice and heavy, then go ahead on and apply it to the end down here. And press. Your preference, how far down at the end you want yours to be. Okay. So once you got that one on and it's looking the way you want it to look, then go ahead on and do the other one. Same way. Put it on kind of heavy and put it to the end, however you want it to be. Line it up real good and press. And so this is what you should have right now. Okay, you got your little bottoms on and you got your little one level on here, right? Now, you take your second level piece of board and you're going to stick it. And these boards, sometimes y'all see how warped that is? These boards come warped sometimes, but it's going to be glued on the top of this, just like this. So you pick how you want it to look on here. And you're going to glue it on, right? But don't glue it on just yet. I think my zip ties are too big, but we're going to try to make it work anyway. So grab 2 zip ties and your other board, okay? Cut the strings off. And what we're going to do, I'm sure those of y'all that have been following me for a while, y'all know how I make the benches, which is zip ties. The first benches I started making. Well, that's what this is about. Okay. So you're going to utilize these holes while they're here. So you don't have to drill them like I have to be doing. So put your zip tie in the bottom just like this. Okay. And just trying to see how I want this to go. Then we're going to run it through here on this side. And I think I got mine in backwards. Yeah, that's why it went in so easy. Okay. Let's do it again. Let me make sure this. Okay. I think I got it right, but it's not looking. I don't know. Y'all probably don't have this problem. It's usually just me. But, go in from the bottom again. And then come in through the top right here on the other one. Just like that. And then hook your zip tie in just like that. All right. Let's do the other side. Don't tighten it up yet. So come in through the bottom. All right. Once you come in through the bottom of the first one, pull it through, then run it through the top one. Pull it through. Run the zip tie through. Just like that. Pull it in a little more. Because what we want is we want this little piece right here to be on the back of this. We do not want it on the bottom because the bottom is going to sit on here and it's going to cause it to lift. You don't want that. Okay. So you want to make sure that it's in the right area where you want it to be. Still don't have to have it really tight right now. Then open it up. And this is exactly how you can do the benches as well. You see how cute this is already? You could throw you some legs and some arms on this and call this a bench. I know y'all think I'm lying, but I'm telling you the truth because y'all seen me do it. But anyway, that's a whole nother ball game. So we're going to add some glue right along the lip of this. Gotta get this glue gun ready. All right. So you're going to run some glue right on this exposed lip that you see right here. If you don't have an exposed lip, pull it down till you do, because that's all you got to do. And you should be able to see it. And you just run some glue on it. Wherever you see that little lip on it. Okay? And so when you do that, then you can bring it back up and gonna let it press down on that glue. Alright? Make sure when you do that, let it sit upward, straight. All the way up straight. You don't want it curved. Tighten these up. Hold it in your place and tighten it up. If you can do that. I know it's a lot. Once you get it in there, you'll see what I'm talking about. You need to move it quickly. Okay? Before it dries on you. Like mine's already drying. So I'm just coming back here and pulling it together. Then you adjust it the way you want it to be. Okay? How you know which side is which? Because this here is supposed to be upward. That's how it's supposed to be laying right now. Y'all see that? So, those of y'all that say you cannot make a bench, yes you can. You just did it. Okay? You just did the hardest part, which is this. Even though we're not making a bench right now, but I'm just trying to convince you that you can do this because I know you can. Okay? So now, I like to put glue in the holes, but these here ain't going nowhere, but I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. In each of the zip tie holes. You can do it from the front or you can do it from the back. Once you've done that, now we can bring this back over here. You're going to lay your bottom on top like this. Turn it around because I want you to see what it looks like. Just like this. Now I'm going to bring you down some because I really feel like as I'm looking at it and you can't really see what I see. All right. This is what we just finished. We're going to put it back on top of here. And we're going to glue it down to this part right here. Okay. Just put a good amount of glue. On the 2 sides. And try to move as fast as you can. I'm not doing a good job of that, but try to. And then sit this on top in place where you need it to be. Do not press it until you got it where you want it. And then press. Because baby, this glue is drying so fast. Y'all can't tell me this is not cute. Ain't this cute? Now, the reason for the little top part is because for the basket makers, we like to make sure that we have some kind of backing where we don't have to add backing, right? So if you're making your own, go ahead on and incorporate a backing to it. So right now I'm trying to secure this to make sure. I see some places that it did not glue in. And then again, like I said, my wood is a little bit warped, but you can fix that once you, connect it to something. It should be straight if you lay it down properly. Hold it for a few minutes. Now this is the piece I was talking about. Now, if you really, really look close, don't this look like this could be a little mini fireplace? So you could you can actually put gifts on this, but I'm saying you can also make it like a romantic type thing and make it look like a fireplace. Okay. So, and my back again is open just in case somebody wants to store something in that place too. So I wanted to give that option instead of it just being closed. So basically we finished one already, okay? This is basically how it would look. I will have a part 2 to this video on how to make an inexpensive item look expensive. But this is the foundation. This is where we're going to start from. Okay, so this is one. So let me go on and let's go on and do the second one. And it's going to be pretty much the same, except we're just using taller pieces, okay? That's the only difference in this. So, I'm going to take, let's go on and take these off really quick. You should have 3 of these left. Okay. So we're going to go on and move this one out the way for a sec. And get some more of these little balls for the bottom of it. First, y'all know we use 6. Over. So you pick which one you want to make your bottom. Ooh, that's hot. And go on and add your little ball on there. All right. So once you got your bottoms on, okay, good. It's the same thing. So let's go and take these here and get our little stickers off of them. Okay. So the same thing with this. Remember I told you you could bump it together like this and have the opening in the back and in the front. If you do it like this, so it just have an opening in the front. This particular one, I'm going to do the opposite way. I'm going to leave this back closed, okay? It's going to go on here the same exact way as the other one did. Now, we could do it like this here, like we did that one, or we could turn it this way. When we turn it this way, it fills our whole thing up, right? But you're not going to be able to put anything in there. That's the only difference. So if your plan is not to put anything in there, then I suggest you bump them close together just like this. So when you close it up, all you really have is just these two sides like that. That's one way. Okay. Let me show you another way. Let's angle these instead of making it so boring. See if I can move this down a little bit and get some angles going here. So kind of make like a triangle type situation. Hold on. And it's going to take you moving this one here to get that triangle just right. All right. And I'm going to show you a better way to do this. Let me see if I can get it on here first. Okay. I have it on there. This is if you want to make it a little different than the first one that you did. Turn it around so you can see. So from what you were seeing, it looked like an M from the back and it looked like a W on the front, right? So if you notice, I just put the little tips at the bottom. And this here is just to give it another look, another little illusion type look. And you can definitely do this before putting a top on it. This is us just playing around with pieces to see exactly how this would look. So here's your second piece, right? And then you take your other second piece. So now I gotta turn it around so I can see what I'm doing. Hold on. Cause I'm not that good where I can do it upside down. So in order to get all of these on here, come on, move on up. We have to angle this baby just right. If we decide to even go with this look, okay? We don't have to. We're just trying to see what it looked like. It's always good to me, I think, to have options. Okay, I kinda got it. So now it looks like a V instead of a W. But if you look at it from back here, you know it's not even enough. Hold on. I'm gonna pull this in. Y'all see where I'm going with it or where I'm trying to go with it? So if we were to do this, right, and then put this top on it, that would be interesting. Listen. That would be so interesting, but, gotta have an open mind about these things. You can still do it and still utilize these pieces. Hold on. Just trying to see. How about if I bring the tips of the two front out, right? Just trying to see if I even like this. And then I'll be able to explain to you how to do this one if you want to do it. Okay, the back is covered properly. Okay. And the front is all the way on. In the middle don't supposed to be. It actually supposed to be sticking out a little bit in the front. Strangely, I like this, and I don't know why, but I do. Now let me show you. These are kind of like little openings. I don't know if you can see it. Let me bring it down so you can see what I'm talking about, because you need to see this. Bring it all the way down. Y'all see the little openings this make? It makes a little opening. You can still put stuff in it. And don't forget, you can also put stuff up at the top. You can put candles in it or anything. I think I'm gonna go with this route. Now, how did I come up with the way I did it? I used this as a guide. Okay. So when you try to do it, if you decide to even go with this, or if you just want to go with the one that you already did, and just make it a bigger version, you can do that as well. But I like this for so many different reasons. So take this off. So the focus on getting these on here is to make sure that these sides right here, the two sides on both sides, are on the wood. Okay, they're not hanging off. So to make sure that both of these pieces, move these. I'll bring it up so you can see now. Sorry, I keep moving the camera, but I have to do this so you can see it. Okay, so both of these have to be on the wood, meaning don't let them hang off of the wood, okay? You need that stability. So I still have it at an angle, but I'm also making sure as I'm putting it at the angle, you just push it to the back until you notice that they're not hanging off. No, they're not hanging off, but you can't go any further. Then that means you got it right. Okay. It's sitting just the way it's supposed to sit. And that's how that one is over there. And this one does not feel like it's like that one. Hold on. So as you're doing it, look at it and just make sure that it looks right to you. Have that little corner end off right here. Y'all see that right there? I know y'all probably like, you didn't have to make it hard. It's not really hard. If you take these little things here and just lay it on there and just do it just do any kind of design. It doesn't have to be the one that I'm showing you right now. All right. So where these come in at is they turn that way, right? But because you have two, it's not enough room for them, I don't think, to be great. No, it's not. So in order for the middle to work, it's gonna have to be bumped up like how I bumped up. Let me get over. Move it in. You have to see. Okay. How I bumped up this little edge right here to this one that's sitting there, right? Okay. So if I took this one, and this is what's going to let me know I'm doing it right or not. You see me turning it? This piece right here? All I'm trying to do is get it bumped up like the other one is. And if it's not flush, then it's not right. Not to me. Now it's flushed up against it. Now this one's flushed up against it. But there's some space in between. They're right, but there's some space. So to get that space right, I'm going to bring it down a little bit. Because I want these here. I kind of want these to touch. Let's see. Let's make them touch. Make a triangle in the front. So they can touch, right? Then I'm going to bring this one in. That's the way I should have told you how to do it. I'm sorry. Okay. Let me see how much is hanging off from the back. Absolutely none. And that's the way I should have showed you how to do it in the first place. Now I'm going to show you again. Because I want you to be able to do it yourself. Okay. Come on, camera. All right. Move these two out of the way. These two right here are 2 stars. I was making a big deal out of wanting them to be bumped together like this here, tightly, right? And in order for that to do that, y'all see that? I can bump it up just like this to it, just like this here. And it makes a little triangle right here in the front. That's what I was saying. All right. And then take your other wooden piece and just bring it over here on top and slide it up like middle ways right here. Okay. And it's not hanging off, is it? It feels like it's hanging off. Hold on. Let me look. Yeah, it is. Okay. So I can't bring it middle ways. I need to bring it downward. I got to make sure it's not hanging off. Is it hanging off now? No, it's not. So just bring it down. Still use that middle ways as an angle. Okay. Same way over here. You see me using it, and I'm just coming all the way down until what's making me stop is making sure that my edge is not coming off. Making sure that the backside is not exposed, like it's not hanging off of this thing. So the backside is peeking off a little bit, so I'm going to push it up some more. And now it's perfect. So now this is what we have. Just like that. And then all I have to do is put the top on it. So to check our work, let's see. The top should be able to go on here. Let me see first, because I don't even know what I'm talking about. Yeah. The top usually, that's see how the top covers it? Hold on. Okay. Now, the top covers it. It covers the whole entire thing. That's the plan. That's how we want it to be. So now that I've done all that, I'm going to try to keep it in place. What you can do is take a pen and mark your spot. That's the smartest way to do it. Just take a pen. Mark your little spot where you know it's supposed to be sitting. Like this is sitting exactly how I want it. If I take a pen, put a line there, right? Trying to hold it and not move it. Take a pen, mark me a line there. I'll come over here, take a pen, line, line, line. All I'm doing is marking a line. Just so I know where this thing sits. Because if you don't, you're going to end up, when you glue it, you're going to be mad. And don't be mad at me. But you're going to be mad. Okay? And if you want to make even more lines, say you want to take the whole thing off, then I suggest just going to make you some lines all the way across. That way you can't mess up. Okay? All right. Let's see if this is going to work. I'm going to move this. Y'all see my line there? I don't know if you can see it or not. Even if it's a little skirts line, the important thing is that you see it. I have something to go by now. And don't be having to sit here and stress when I'm trying to glue them on. Okay? So now, but if you don't want to do this design and you want to do the other design, you just do the same thing you already did. You bump it like this. Boom. Boom. Put the top on top and put the other top on top. And then put the other top on top. And this stuff trying to add up right now for some reason. But yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and add some glue to this. To the bottom of this crate. A little more. That was just not enough. Okay. Got the glue on. Remember the direction you want it to go in. Look at your lines. I'm going by the lines now because I don't have anything else to go by. And I'm moving it accordingly. Okay. So I have that piece on. Go and do the same thing. Again, I have lines now, so I should be able to do this without any problems. Angle it up just right. Push it over. Touch the back. Make sure it's not overlapping. Now, it's time to do the stars. Now, this is the part I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it because I said I want them to connect. I love how it just fit in here with no problem. Only because of the lines though. Okay, I see how I'm going to make it connect already. But I need to look at the back. Okay, the back looks fine. So what I'm doing right now is just trying to line it up against this line to make it look like something because it's giving me something different, but we're going to trust the process. So with this one here, I have to put some glue at the bottom of it, the tip, and I think, yeah, on the side right here where it connects to this piece right here. So I'm going to say the middle of the side, somewhere in here, that I can't remember what part of the tip. The bottom. Okay. So I didn't put none on the tip because I couldn't remember what part of the tip to put on. But I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to keep going. I get it to where it dries. Be in place where I want it to be. Right there. And as I'm moving it, I see it. Boy, it ain't moving. Okay, this is the tip I was talking about. Add me some glue right there. Squeeze those together. Find something to get that excess glue off. Because we don't want no lump. Alright. Alright. I got one more to put on. the seam down on the side somewhere. And I'm going to try my best to see if I can get this to fit in here. Well, that one just nicely went into place. Okay. So there was no figuring out with this one. I don't even think I can get in it. You see that? I can't even get in it. Okay, that's fine. I ain't even mad. Okay. So I can add a little bit of glue right here and squeeze these two together. Only because I said I wanted them to touch and be glued together a little bit. Wipe the extra glue off. All right. And it's on, y'all. It's on. So now, you already know. Of course, the holes go to the back. Like this here. Well, guess what? These here, we don't have to worry about too much as far as it not, being sealed with the zip ties because it's exposed. All right. It's exposed. And why is this seeping out? Let's see. Okay. I'm over here trying to cover every little piece. And now that I'm thinking, I don't really have to worry about covering the back because it's going to have a back on it. So I'm going to bring it closer to the front. So if these little pieces show, that's fine because this bad boy here, it's going to be right here to sit on it anyway. So that's fine. Ooh, excuse me. So that's how that's going to go. But y'all already know we got to put our zip ties and all that on there. Now, for this particular one right here for me, I want to show you guys how to dress it up, but in order for me to get this one to be dressed up the way I want it to be, I'm wondering will I still be able to do it with this on it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to try. So get 2 zip ties. Get your 2 pieces and we're going to do the same thing we did with the other one. Okay. Pick your top and pick your bottom. Oh, that looks better. Run your zip tie through. I hope I put these on right. We're about to find out. Feel like I didn't. And I do this often. Nope. I did this one right then. Yep. Okay. And the crazy thing is I know the difference. I just don't be paying attention. Slide it back in. Back through. Again. Run it through. This side. And run it through. Remember, we want this to be up at the top. But before we do that, we're going to take our hand and pull this down a little so we can expose the lip on the wood. And hold it tight because it will get away from you if you don't. And just add you some glue down here. All the way down. Okay. Then you can let it go. Bring it on up and fold it up. And as I said before, what do we have? We have a bench, honestly. The most important part of it. I keep telling y'all that because I'm going to show you something with a bench. And I want you to get this part. So, if you already know how to do the bench, then that's half of the work done already. Okay. It's in there. Now I'm going to turn it upward while I can. That's how I want it to be. Take some hot glue. I'm going to fill in the holes real quick. There we go. Gonna pop these off in the back. Because if you tighten it, you don't need it. Okay. Boom. Okay. So y'all already know what we're about to do next, right? We're going to take our bottom. And we're going to stick it up here to the top. Okay, I think I got y'all right now. Sorry, I only had one job. And I was jacking that one up. Alright, so this is our top piece right here. And you're going to take and glue this on top of this, right? Remember I said you can bring it to the back a little bit. It's not going to show because the great thing about it is it's going to sit on that. But this is how it's supposed to look. Make sure it's even though. Okay, don't be throwing it up there like I just did. But you get it up there and it's even, then you'll see it's going to be just the cutest thing. It's cute already. I like it already. So let's go and glue it down. This will be a little tricky because you want to know exactly how to glue it. So I'm going to glue these. Put the glue on these. Not the chair. Okay. And I got to face it towards me so I can see what I am doing. I think that's where I want it. And turn it around. Not quite. And it's drying so freaking fast. Okay. This is fine. See if I can pull this in. Bring that glue dry fast. Okay. Anywho, this is what I was talking about. Just like that. So I need to stop looking at it from the back because the back is throwing me off. Alright. I'm gonna put me some glue again in these here holes. once more. Get you some reassurance on this bad boy. Just like that. Okay. Alright, y'all. So these are the two nano thingies that I was talking about, made with nothing but Dollar Tree items, of course. And they're cute. You know what I'm saying? These would be great, to consider as gift baskets. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to take an inexpensive concept and turn it into an expensive concept and make it look even a little bit more expensive and, you know, gift worthy, should I say. Okay. This doesn't have any paint on it, but this is the foundation. You got to start somewhere. And so that's where we started. We started with this foundation, and I think both of them turned out cute. They're very unique, and I think it would catch somebody's attention. Okay. So as always, I appreciate you watching. Look forward to seeing you on part 2. Bye for now.